You have consumed enough. God wants you to start creating. We are made in God's image and likeness. God is a creator, and we are also meant to be creators. Hi there, I'm Favour. I create content on faith and personal development. Do subscribe and turn on the notification so you don't miss any new uploads. The reason why we feel empty and unfulfilled most of the times is because we are just consuming information. We are soaking in all of this information and we are not creating anything from it. We are soaking up information and we are not creating value. We are not adding value to the world. When you start creating value, when you start creating something and when you start adding value to the world, it changes how you view yourself and how you view the world. It is good to read books. It's good to listen to podcasts, audio teachings and all that. But you need to understand that you are consuming when you are reading books. So in today's video, I would like to encourage you not to merely consume, but also start creating. God wants you to start creating. Start creating from what you are consuming. Create something from what you know. You know some things. You have learned some things. So now is the time for you to start creating from what you know. Now is the time for you to share your knowledge with the world. Now is the time for you to teach someone else what you know. And for someone that says, I don't know what to create, I don't know where to start, let me tell you where you can start from. Start creating the kind of contents you love to watch. Start creating the kind of content you consume. Those kind of content that you love to watch and consume, start creating contents like that. Start creating the ones that you can relate with. Start creating the ones that resonate with you. Add your own touch, your own personal experiences, add your own stories to it, add your own flavor to it and create it. Make it your own, make it yours. All right, start creating the kind of content that you love to watch. That is where you can start from. So that's an indication of the kind of content that you should create. Start creating the kind of contents you love watching. And I want to assume you watch good contents. You watch content that are uplifting, that are edifying, content that are godly. Start recreating the kind of contents you love to watch. And with time, you will find your own voice. So that's where to start. Start creating the kind of contents you enjoy. And I'm telling you, you will find so much joy and fulfillment when you start creating content, when you start adding value. You know, I love being a mom to my precious little children. I love being a mom, but I knew there was something more that I could do. I knew my life was more than cooking, cleaning, changing diapers and taking care of my family. I knew there was something more that I could do. So I started praying and I started asking God to show me something that I can do from the comfort of my home. Something that I can do and I'll also still be available to take care of my little children. Something I could do, something that I love, something that I would enjoy, and something that I could also do from the comfort of my home. So that was my prayer. And then one day my husband suggested that I start a YouTube channel. And I loved the idea, but I didn't start right away. I kind of felt unprepared and inexperienced. So I didn't start right away. So I continued doing what I normally did. I continued reading my books. I continued listening to podcasts, to audio messages, to sermon. I continued reading until I came across one of Doda's video. So she was talking about you need to come on YouTube. You need to start a YouTube channel. You need to get on YouTube. You need to start creating content on YouTube. You need to share what you know on YouTube. Someone wants to hear what you have to say. So that was what she was basically saying in most of her videos then. So that video right there gave me the push that I needed to start. And that was how my YouTube journey began. That was how I started creating content. And I'm telling you, there is this feeling that there is this feeling of joy and fulfillment that I get after filming, editing, uploading, and all that. This feeling is different, okay? You don't get that kind of feeling from cleaning and changing diapers and washing and all that. You don't get that kind of feeling from that. So this feeling is different because now I feel like I'm adding value. I'm not saying I don't enjoy being a mom, but this is different, okay? Filming and uploading on YouTube is different from changing diapers and cooking. Is different because Creating content requires that you think. You have to think about what content to create. You have to think about your video, your thumbnail, your title, your video description, end screens. You have to think about end screens and your card and your description and all that. So being a content creator requires that you think. You can agree with me that it doesn't require a lot of thinking to go about your day, cooking, cleaning, taking care of little ones. It doesn't require a lot of thinking. But being a content creator stimulates your thinking. You have to think. So I just want to encourage you to embrace the idea of creating content. Start creating something. It can be digital or physical. You can pray and ask God to help you discover what you should create. You can pray and ask God, ask Him to help you discover what you should be able to create from the comfort of your home while you are taking care of your little ones, while you are running errands and cleaning and cooking. You can still be able to create something from the comfort of your home, okay? And I'm not trying to minimize the importance of reading and continuous personal growth and continued personal development. I'm not trying to minimize the importance of reading at all, but you need to start creating something from the things that you learn from the books you read, okay? Start creating something from the books you read. As you learn, you create something from it. You shouldn't just read and learn and soak in and consume information without creating something out of it. Okay, start creating from what you are learning. Start creating something from the books that you read. You have read a lot of books. You have some experiences. You have gained some knowledge. So start creating from what you know. Start creating from the things you read. You know, Miles Monroe talked about how he started reading as a teenager. He said he read a lot of books and he also continued reading even till he went to be with the Lord. He read a lot of books, but he didn't just say, wow, what great information I've gotten from this book, and kept the information to himself. If he had done that, nobody would have ever heard of him. No, he did something with the information that he gathered from the books he was reading. He started writing books, making tapes, video teachings, audio teachings from the things he has learned. And even though Miles Monroe has gone to be with the Lord, he still speaks. He is still speaking through his books, his audio teachings, his video teachings, his videos here on YouTube. He still speaks. So even though he has gone to be with the Lord, his work is still speaking. The things that he created is still living on after him. The things that he created still speaks. Most people that listen to Miles Monroe don't even know that Miles Monroe is late. And another thing that I've noticed is that when you teach someone what you know, when you teach another person what you know, it sinks deeper into your mind. It becomes ingrained in you. When you teach someone what you know, it becomes a part of you. When you teach someone what you know, you hardly forget it yourself. I want to encourage you to continue reading, continue learning, continue educating yourself, but don't just stop there, okay? Don't just stop there. Start creating something from what you know. Start creating something from the books that you have read. Don't just be a consumer. Start creating. God wants you to create. Start creating something from what you have learned. Don't just soak up and take in all of the information and keep it to yourself. Share it with someone. Someone needs your knowledge. Someone needs your wisdom. You have learned some things. Don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone else. It is going to help someone else. Someone is waiting. Someone is waiting to hear what you have to say. God doesn't want you to merely consume. God wants you to create. So start creating today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. God bless you, and I will see you in my next video.